good, everybody? It's your boy Josh. I'm gonna have to be a little bit quiet while I'm doing this video. Jessica is in the other room right now, asleep. And this video right here is about the top 5 sneakers I have in my collection that I bought behind Jessica's back. And I'm not a sneaky person. I'm not, no devious person or nothing like that. But when you live with your significant other, it's very important that, you guys not only have a healthy relationship, but also that make sure that you guys have a healthy bank account as well. Our next savings goal is, for us to save enough money to buy our first investment property. So, since we've been together, we have always been financially stable. We've always been very smart with our money. But your boy Josh does have a weakness for sneakers. So Jessica would occasionally get mad at me when I spent money on sneakers instead of putting it towards, my savings account. So let me back up a little bit. I want you to understand, I'm not one of those people who take their last little bit of money and forgo their bills and go buy a pair of J's. That's not me. Bills paid first, savings second, and then if there's money left over to do recreational things or hobbies such as collect sneakers, I will go ahead and do that. But Jessica does not care about sneakers like I do, and she doesn't understand I have a weakness for that. So, those times, instead of putting, $300 towards the savings account, sometimes I'll put $150 towards the savings account and take the other $150 and go buy a pair of J's. And I don't want anybody to think that she tells me what to do. We have a healthy relationship. Everything's 50-50. Nobody runs Josh. Nobody. All right, she's still asleep. But still, though, to all my people who obviously collect Jordans like I do, you will know that these are the Bred ones that came out, they re-released a couple of years ago or whatever. So I was fortunate enough to win these at a Foot Locker raffle or something like that. I really don't remember like that. But the day that I won these, I was so excited. I said, yes, finally got a pair of these. Always wanted a pair of these. Not really. Never was really a Jordan 1 fan until a couple of years ago. And, saw some people on Instagram and Facebook how they rock, how they look so clean when you're wearing with your jeans. You could really dress down with these. So I am 75% hype beast. So what? But I really, really wanted these. So I got them, went to the store that Saturday, picked them up, came back home, and, I got ready to get out the car, and I was like, damn. How in the world I'm going to get these past her? She going to notice that I just bought a pair of shoes. So I said, okay. So I took the shoes, took them out the bag, tossed away the bag, put the sneakers while they were in the box, put them in the trunk, put them underneath a spare tire or something like that. I forgot what I did. And, just left them in there until like later on that night, probably like 11 o'clock at night. So while she was asleep, I went out to the car, grabbed them out the trunk, threw away the box, brought them back into the crib, and just, slid them right into my other collection of sneakers that I had. So, we all know that unless you're a sneaker collector, you really don't know the difference between any sneaker, any Jordans or whatever. So she didn't know the difference. So I went ahead and just slid these into the collection. She never knew about them. Simple as that. The next pair I had bought were these Bred toes. And like I said, if you don't know the difference between each Jordan, you will assume that these are just like the Bred ones that I just showed you. But they are not, because obviously where the Breds were black, these are white. So, but they still had the same red toe. So I think same type of scenario, won these on a raffle. Once again, did not know how can I slip these past her, without her knowing. So what I did is that, at the time that me and her was living together, I had left a small collection of sneakers, probably like 4 pairs over at my mother's house. So I just went ahead and took these over to my mother's house and just let those sit with the rest of the sneakers. So this next pair right here is the Jordan 1 Top 3. Same old story. Won them on a raffle, Finish Line, or Foot Locker, Foot Action, whatever. I won them there. Same situation. This time I brought them home. She wasn't there, so I was able to just slide these into the collection of sneakers that I already had at our apartment. I think I already had like 8 pairs. She, like I said, she doesn't know the difference between each Jordan, so she never even noticed these at all. So that's how I was able to get these in there. Next are the Yeezys, the Yeezy 700s. So if you look at these sneakers, they obviously look like something that you could buy from Payless. Honestly, they look just like all the Payless sneakers that my mother used to buy me back in the day when I was in elementary school. But these right here, I got these off of Yeezy Supply. Woke up very early at like 3 o'clock in the morning because they released at midnight, like California time. So I kind of bought these on a sneak tip while she was asleep. I set a quick alarm and make sure I hopped up and was able to grab myself a pair of these bad boys right here. And I know that they're dirty or whatever. I clean them when I feel like it. Not right now. But I was able to buy these bad boys online at 3 o'clock in the morning. Jessica was in there just knocked out. And when the package finally came, then this is when we were still living in Syracuse. And my mother only lived like a half mile away or whatever. So instead of having these delivered to our apartment, I had these delivered to my mother's house. So like I told you before, I had a small collection of sneakers still left over there that I didn't want to bring over to our apartment because it wasn't enough room at the time. So I just went ahead and took these bad boys and put these with the collection I already had at my mother's house. So she never got the chance to see these at all. So the last pair that I bought without her knowing about it are the ones that I did in the video before this, were these Kobe's right here. So since I bought those first 4 pair of shoes that I showed you, all those were bought 1-2 years ago before we moved to Atlanta. So now that we have been living in Atlanta for about 1.5 years now, I haven't bought any new shoes. So your boy has been fiending. I mean, fiending for a new pair of kicks. So like I said, when these dropped, I got lucky with these, and I won them on the sneakers app. So when they came, now that we're living in Atlanta, so they came directly to our apartment, and when I brought them upstairs, and took them out the regular cardboard box, and I had like the regular sneaker box or whatever, she was like, "Did you buy a new pair of shoes?" I was like, "Nah, I didn't buy a new pair of shoes." She said, "Where you get those from?" I said, "Babe, listen, I told you that I still had sneakers left at my mother's house in Syracuse, so she sent me these." I asked her, I said, "Hey, Mom, can you send me my Kobe's? Because, I've been wanting to wear these for a long time." So I said, so I told her that my mother sent me these in the mail. But in reality, Nike sent me these in the mail. But like I said, she doesn't know the difference between my sneakers, so it's all good. But I already know that you guys won't tell on me, and she will never see this video. I have her blocked on my YouTube channel. So that is the story of those 5 pair of sneakers that I was able to get without Jessica knowing about it. I promise you, I'm gonna seek help. To all my fellas who live with their significant other, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, whoever you live with, I'm pretty sure they give you a hard time about spending too much money on sneakers. But I mean, I don't. You see a fresh pair of sneakers that you really want. That's like putting crack in front of a crackhead. It's just I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna go for it.